What's up, everybody? It is Travel and Talk Tuesday. I only got 36 gallons of gas left. I didn't realize that. Keena gonna make me run out of gas because we about to take her to school.
That ain't my fault. It's the bus.
Because she said a ghost bus ran past her and claimed wasn't nobody on it.
Wasn't nobody on that bus.
I think the bus was just wasn't in service and her next bus was coming. She just wanted me to get a ride because it's cold.
No, it said 90 to whatever that C word was.
So we Catalan Loop.
Yeah.
So we back from New York. I had a nice time, and I very rarely say that about going to New York. But I had a nice time, and I want to give a big mean shout out to everybody who told me to bring a jacket and a coat to New York, because we got there and it was damn near 70 degrees every day. It was hot and warm. We get back to St. Louis and it's fucking freezing. So God bless it. My mom cleaned up my entire house. The entire house. I ain't even mad at her this time. Usually I be mad people go through my stuff. I figure out what's missing, if anything, later on in life. But right now I really don't even care. Let's see. Got another mouse in the house. I ain't had one. I ain't told y'all about a mouse in the house in about 2 years. Had a mouse in the house. The cat done already caught and killed it. And it was flinging it around this morning. I swear it looked like a damn volleyball. It's tossing up in the air. It almost got up on Peter's bed. But we now have it secured. So somebody come pick that shit up later on in the day. Go call her brother. Somebody gonna have to come and get that at the house. I don't deal with the deal animales. I don't have much to say about Travel and Talk Tuesday today, with the exception of, heck, I ain't got nothing to talk about. Got anything to talk about? No. Let's see. Oh, we can tell you about our bus ride. Let me tell you about Greyhound. We get down to Greyhound. We supposed to board the bus at 11:55. 11:55 came and gone. Bus wasn't there. We supposed to left at 12:15. Bus wasn't there. About 1 o'clock, the dude, no, about, what's it about, 12:45. 12:45, the dude come and say, hey, the bus that was supposed to be leaving from Nashville, which was 8 stops away from St. Louis, got canceled. I guess they just not figuring it out. And we're going to try to get y'all another bus. The bus show up around 1. They say, y'all going to be rolling out at 1:20. We like, cool. We could roll out at 1:20. We could still make our other bus in Chicago that's supposed to leave at 6:15. 1:20 came and left. Nothing. The bus was there, but we ain't on this mug. The driver walking around back and forth talking on the phone. Had a little funky attitude. And when we finally pulled off, I want to say it was 2:30 in the morning. 2:30 in the morning. He made a 5.5-hour drive. Almost 7 hours. Because we hit Chicago traffic since we left so late. We got to the Greyhound bus station at 8:30 a.m. 3 hours past the time that we were supposed to be there. They didn't give us no sorry for your delay. They really didn't give us no explanation originally what was going on. When the guy was taking our tickets, we had to load our own damn bags. Well, when I gave him my ID, he handed me back the ID, and I'm waiting for my instruction. He's like, go on, get on. I was like, damn, I got on the bus like, no thank you, no how you doing, no good morning, nothing. I feel kind of some kind of way about that. Luckily, the ride itself wasn't like a bad feeling ride. I wasn't like uncomfortable.
Till we hit Chicago.
Till we hit Chicago. That mug was on them brakes. It was some good damn brakes. My ovaries, my second unborn kid that I'm supposed to have, it's all scrambled up in there. Your kid's probably scrambled up too. That bus was jerking so dog. So Keena got to go finally see my bestie friendie Liz. That was their first time meeting, and that was actually my second time seeing her son since he was a baby. So, and I think we just had a pretty decent time. We went to the ballet. It was beautiful dancing to me. I didn't understand a single story that was being told. You know, like you see contemporary dancers and you're watching them dance and you can kind of tell like this is a story about breakup. You could tell. There was this one piece at the end. All the guys were dancing. If I read the playbill said this piece was about relationships, how this one guy feel about relationships and how all his friends thought about that relationship. Keena thought the piece was about Jesus. I don't know how she got that was about Jesus. What made you think it was about Jesus?
I don't know.
That ballet, I guess for me, was not good storytelling, but they danced beautifully. Misty Copeland danced in the first two dances. It seemed like it was actually like 6 or 7 parts to one dance, so she had a lot of dances. Just the I guess the acts or scenes, I guess is what they was calling them. So man, them mugs was on their toes like forever. Like, how you stand up on your toes like that? As long as you do. And they what's the word? Misogynist? Because the men didn't have to stand on their toes. Only one dude did. And that's the one I thought danced really good. He would stand on his toes. He didn't do it as long as the women though. The women was like walking across the stage on their toes. And it was like one chick from Korea, North Korea or South Korea. She was North Korean. South Korean, named Hee-soo or Soo-hee. Oh, I don't know what the name was. Soo-hee. That's what her name was. She was dancing her butt off. She was. The mugs looked like doggone feathers floating across the stage. They were so graceful. So that was cool. You know, we was all crude and stuff. I'm gonna have to insert some video. I'm gonna do a little video clip of all our little clips together. We rode the subway for most of the trip. I got us lost a couple times just by us getting off the train when we should have stayed on it in the first place. Keena was judging me the whole time. She's so judgy. But other than that, it was cool. Let's see. Did a few Uber rides. Nothing spectacular about Uber. Let's see what else would happen. What happened? I know I was gonna talk about something else that happened in New York.
You got a palm reading.
I got a palm reading. OMG. I don't know if palm reading is like birthday wishes. You ain't supposed to tell nobody about it until it actually happened. But I've been telling everybody about it anyway. So we go into this little store, and you know, cause I always want to call him Joey Anthony. My friend's son thought that Keena was kind of edgy and she liked the store. So they went into the little store, and there was a lady in there doing palm readings. She wanted $10 for a read, $30 for the tarot cards. And I'm like, I ain't got no damn $30 to give you. I didn't have the 10. I had my stripper dollars. I had them, and I think I paid her like $8 or $9 for the reading. Okay, so she asked me my name. We sat down. She told me I had a long lifeline, which is good because y'all know I don't want to die. I don't want to die. So, then she told me that I was bossy and I wanted to be my own boss, which is true because I don't want to work for nobody, but I still am. And then she told me that I was gonna publish something. I was like, what? Which is true because I'm about to publish my book. She said it's gonna be very successful. I'm gonna go on a book tour. It's gonna take me to the West Coast and overseas, and said the West Coast is gonna be very good to me. We've been talking about moving back to the West Coast forever.
Please, because I want to be warm.
And apparently that's what my book is gonna take off at, on the West Coast, which is a good thing. So then she also told me that my current job that I hated, which is so true. And she said that, because I've been saying I'm gonna quit my job for like 2-3 years now. But she said I'm not gonna quit. She said I'm gonna get a promotion. So I was like, what? How the heck am I gonna get a promotion? Because what I do in my job, there's no room for growth. That's it for me in my office. But she says I'm gonna get a promotion, which I was like really taken aback by that. But then I got to work yesterday. Old boy told me there's a supervisor position open. He want me to apply for. So, I might just go ahead and do that. See what happens. I can be boss because I am bossy, like she said. I'm bossy. She also told me that I'm gonna have my second baby. I'm gonna have my second baby, and that she kept asking me, was I in the had a bad breakup recently? And I'm thinking, I ain't no doggone bad breakup. But she kept insisting I had this bad breakup, and I was like, no, I have not had a bad breakup. She's like, well, the person that you were dealing with, you need to step back from him and make sure you finish your book, and while your book is being published, you're gonna step back from him, and it's gonna be a good thing. And I was like, okay, I know who she's talking about. I know who I need to step back from. So from there, she said, but we're gonna get back together. And when we get back together, things is gonna be good between us. I was very surprised to hear that. And then she said I was gonna get married within the next 3 years. So she didn't say it was with the person that she told me to get back with. She didn't say that though. She didn't say that my baby was supposed to be that person either. But you know, it'd be kind of weird though. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I got my first psychic reading. Now I'm like, I had planned on doing tarot cards because my girlfriend had her tarot cards there. And I was going to do the tarot cards, but I started looking at the book and trying to learn how to read a card. It was like hard as a mug. So yeah, we're not going to do the tarot card reading on my own. But I got my first psychic reading. She didn't touch my hand though. She just had me on my hand like that. And I thought that she was going to do like more with the lines on my hand. The only thing she told me on my hand was the lifeline. The rest of the time, she wasn't even really looking at my hand much. She was just looking at me. But I thought that was pretty cool. Y'all know I'm a believer. Especially since everything seems so related, so direct, so almost exact to, bitch, drive. I don't think I doggone. That's the bus right there that I passed you up.
That ain't even the bus.
That's bugs. I can't stand people that can't drive. Damn circle. Come on, hook a hoe. I'm gonna beat your ass. Looking at me all through the rear view and shit. I will fuck you up. She the person to be holding up traffic. That's why she getting into traffic and heifer. So yeah, I got a lot of reviews to catch up on. Recaps. This Is Us from last week. I'm gonna post that today. You will get tonight's episode tomorrow on Wednesday. Queen Sugar's last episode from last week, I will post that on Wednesday. You will get tomorrow night's episode on Thursday. The Walking Dead, we still have not watched it. I fell asleep Sunday. So I got up last night and I did Star Trek Discovery, but I didn't have time to get to The Walking Dead because Keena bailed on me.
I had homework.
She want to use homework as an excuse. Whatever. She bailed on me. So we haven't watched it yet. We're going to watch it together. And then I'll get that review up to y'all tonight. And that is pretty much it. We're almost at school. I made her late because I wanted to watch the end of a Survivor episode that's online. And it's all I had to do was press stop and come back to it later on the day. But I had to see it because it's just like, I don't know. So, y'all have a good day. It's Traveling Help Tuesday. Peace.